Hey, good evening. Welcome to the Variable Y Minute. It's your host, the Variable Y. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We took a couple of days off here. We had some things going on that we wanted to celebrate, wanted to give our undivided attention to. So that's what we did. And now we are back and we are better than ever. I hope you guys are having a great time. And we wanted to get to you today and talk about a couple of big topics that are happening right now in the sports world. That's what we do on this show. So let's get right into it. One of the big things that happened over this weekend, actually, was that the Big Ten Conference decided that they would not do football in the fall. They decided that they would try and wait and see if they could do football in the spring semester. At least that's what they came up with as of this morning. You know, this is a very fluid situation, and coaches and presidents and university staff, their medical staff, they're all changing their mind as things are happening. So, and this prompted one of the players to start a petition, and then he's picked it up, and the petition's been signed by over 250,000 people, saying that the players want to play. They understand that there are risks involved, I guess I should say, but they want to play. They want to play football this fall. They don't care, and they just want to play. And some of, not just the players, but some of their parents as well, they're saying, hey, we understand that there is a risk that comes into playing football. We understand that. If we're okay taking the risk of concussions, and we're okay taking the risk of any other, knee issues and all kinds of pounding that the bodies take from playing football, then we are okay with taking the risk of the respiratory issues and anything that could happen if someone were to contract COVID-19. Now, I understand that. I do. And I'm not knocking anybody who wants to play. You know, it's a verse in a song and everybody uses it, but it is true. Players want to play. Like, that's what they do. That's what they've trained for. That's what they have studied to do. That's what they have become. Basically, they've become players of this game, of these games that they play, and that's what they know. That's their life. That's what they are. They are ball players. And for a ball player not to play ball, it's kind of an identity crisis for them. They don't really know what there is to do. What can they do? How are they supposed to react? What does this mean for them? And also, what does it mean for their future? You know, many of these guys have ambition of playing on the pro level. If there is a full season that they're off, what does that mean with all of the tape that's not going to be shown with the scouts that won't be able to evaluate them? What does that mean for guys who were sophomores or even freshmen last year and somebody was ahead of them? Now that guy's gone and they were thinking, this is going to be my opportunity to shine, and then I'll be the guy on the big stage, and now they don't have that stage anymore. What happens? Again, all those things are very important concerns, and I truly understand that. I guess I'm more along the lines of saying, yes, that's true, and we understand that there are going to be repercussions when you play football. We all get that. But I guess, like I said, I'm more in the camp of saying, okay, we understand there are going to be repercussions. We understand there are going to be things that happen. So why don't we, and when I say we, I mean the people who are adults, why don't we take a step back and say, it's okay to push pause. You know, we're not saying indefinitely no. We would just like to push pause right now. We would just like to hold off till we get some more information, and then once we get the proper information and we can give you guys all of the effects or the side effects or all the answers, then we can give you the information and let you make an informed decision. I think right now people are just doing a lot of reaction. They're just acting out of emotion, and they're not really taking into account all of the things that are tied into this global pandemic crisis that we're in right now. And I've heard people make great points, and I don't remember who they are, so I don't want to steal their thunder, but some people have made great points. I heard one person say, hey, there is a major liability here that the universities cannot take on. If something happens, if something were to happen to these kids, these presidents and these, chancellors and all these guys at the university level, they have to go to their legal staff and say, hey, is this something that we can survive if we send these kids out to play and something happens to them? Are we legally liable for it? And honestly, I don't think that this is something that they can get out of. And I think that's why they're saying, hey, let's push pause on this and see what else we can do. Also, another thing I don't think people are thinking about is there are long-term effects of this that we still don't know of yet. Like, we just found out about this thing late last year. And now we've heard so many different things about this virus. We've heard so many things have changed. At first it was like, okay, it's okay, you don't necessarily have to wear a mask. It'd be cool if you did. Try not to be around each other. Then it was wear a mask, and then it was social distance. Then it was wear a mask and social distance. Even if you don't have it, wear a mask. We've gotten so much information in the past few months. So to send the kids out there just to play football it kind of seems a little irresponsible. And one other thing that someone said, and I think this is another great point, is the NFL can do training camps, and they can do their scouting, and they can do all those things, and they can do their two-a-days, and they can ramp up like they're going to have a season, because those players are full-on employees. They have medical benefits, they have paychecks, they can decide whether or not they're going to play. They have an option to opt in or opt out of playing this year. They have those options because they are employees. These student athletes, and you saw my quotation marks, are not employees. They don't get paid. It's been clear that they don't get paid. It's been clear that for some reason people think that they should not get paid. It's been clear that people think that the price of their education is worth the amount of money that they all bring in to the NCAA and to their respective universities. So therefore, these young men are not going to get paid. So to me, it doesn't make sense to take all this risk and receive almost no reward. Just another year of time towards your bigger reward. Again, doesn't make sense to me. As an adult, I think I would have to say, hey, we really need to reevaluate this. Let's just not say, hey, my son wants to play, let him play. I think it would just take some more evaluation, and I would need to speak to a lot more people before I were to say, hey, just let him play. But I do understand that, again, some of these guys have been training their whole lives for this, and this is their opportunity, and you never ever want to pass up an opportunity. I get that. So like I said, this one is a tough one, and good luck to them for coming up with these decisions that they're coming up with, because like I said, this is a tough one. So I get it. I do. And one other topic I wanted to talk about, and this one won't be too long because we spent a lot of time on that last topic, but one other topic I want to talk about is, oh my gosh, guys, the NBA playoffs started today, and they start off with a bang. The first game, Utah Jazz versus the Denver Nuggets. Donovan Mitchell went off for 57 points, and it still wasn't enough. It was kind of like the Chicago Bulls in the 80s, where Jordan had his coming out with the 63 points. Excuse me, although they won that game. But Mitchell, he went off in this game. It did go to overtime, and oh my gosh, I don't have the words to explain just how incredible he was. Also, how incredible Murray was for Denver, and Jokic, of course. If you know basketball, you know who Jokic is. Jokic is a big man who can do just about everything on the court. So I say all that to say, man, it's been a long 4 months. We have all been here, and we've tried to fill in the time until we got here. But guys, it's here. The NBA playoffs are here. I keep looking up because my TV should be on with the playoffs on right now. My TV's not on because I wanted to give you guys my attention. But once we wrap this show, I'm going to go back and watch some more basketball. I hope you guys are too. Of course, every single time I'm going to ask you guys, who do you think is going to win? Since the playoffs are starting, it's a different format. You don't have fans in the stands. You do have fans virtually on the screen. I think that's kind of cool. But you don't have fans in the stands. But we do have NBA playoff basketball. So let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you're rocking with. I'm going to still pick the Lakers to win the whole thing. I'm going to pick them to play. I think I'm going to pick them to play against Milwaukee. But I'm going to pick the Lakers to win it. I'm going to pick them winning in 6. So that's going to be my pick, is the Lakers to win in 6 against Milwaukee. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up all in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, thank you so much for following the Variable Y Minute on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can also catch me at Variable Y on Instagram. And you can catch me at Variable Y on Twitter. I don't know why I can never get that, but I can't. But I thank you guys so much anyway. And as always, guys, thank you so much again for joining the show. We will be back tomorrow because we're going to have some playoff basketball to talk about, maybe some baseball, maybe some playoff hockey. We've got sports, guys. We've got sports to talk about, and I'm loving it. I hope you guys are too. Have a wonderful night. Kiss and hug your loved ones. Wear your masks. Socially distance. And let's get through this together. Have a wonderful night, you guys. Thank you so much.